is part 2 of How Did We Get Here, where I tell you about the origins of Prythian. If you have not read everything Maasverse, please pause this video, save, and come back, because it's going to be Maasverse. It might be Origins Maasverse. I don't even know where it's going to go. But in my last video, I started talking to you about the Daglin, and I think that for the purposes of this video, of this deep dive, Asteri and Valg are likely two opposite ends of a spectrum. Go back and watch that video if you haven't, because I'm not going to recap it for you. I love you so much. Right now, I want to talk to you about another reason that I think the Asteri and the Valg are opposite ends of the same spectrum. And we're going to talk about sucker stones. You heard me. Sucker stones. What the fuck are you talking about? I started noticing across all 3 of the series that there are sucker stones. The name is a very good name. Thank you so much. Okay, why is Vesperus' blood black? Again, either Aelin ripped that hole. I think that Prythian could be the gods' realm, and so when she sends the gods through and then she ripped that hellscape through, did she let hell in? Did she let Valg into Prythian? And is it just a Valg-infested Asteri? Or are the Valg and Asteri opposites of each other? Vesperus was full-fledged Asteri, red-blooded Asteri, but when she was left under the mountain for 16,000 years at least, based off of what we know, it could be a lie, 16,000 years of starving, I mean, maybe her blood's turning black because she's not consuming. She didn't get to consume light again until she got back out. And yes, she had an immediate renewal or rejuvenation of her magic, but it may be because of the overtime dwindling of being starved. That's why her blood is black. I'm just gonna give you the suckers. First of all, the suckers, okay? First sucker, Throne of Glass, Aelin, Clock Tower, Eye of Elena, Crown of Midnight. She's getting a headache. She's gone through all the corridors. All of a sudden, she sees obsidian walls, and she sees the glittering green veins, and then all of a sudden, the blue light of her Eye of Elena, which, pause, had no light in it. Had no light in it at that time. She thought it was empty. It seemed to surge with blue light, almost as if it was sucked into the stone. Weird, okay? Crescent City, we have the gates. Okay, this is gonna get a little iffy. Ride with me, okay? The gates in Lunathian. Touch the gates, they zap you, they're sucking your magic out of it, okay? When you touch them, they suck it out. In my Sucker Stone, initial thought was blue light, Aelin's thing, sucked into it. Okay, I know, we know someone else with a blue light. Azrael has a blue light. We know Vesperus, she was like, your magic's always been my mother. What do the Illyrians' magic connect with? Romiel. This is Illyrians and Romiel, okay? What happens when they get to the top of Romiel? They touch it and they just winnow somewhere, which, by the way, world walking, we'll get to that. We'll come back to that. They winnow somewhere and they're healed. But they also get the little, like, I feel like, okay, what I'm getting at with that is I feel like every time a powerful Illyrian, the most powerful Illyrians touch the stone, not that many of them, but some of them, I feel like every single time that happens, it's sucking their magic out. And it's storing it under Romiel, and that's why Vesperus is like, your magic isn't always will be mine, because did they not make the Illyrians, as far as we know? Okay, but the point is, I'm assuming Romiel's a sucker. I pushed that to the side. I let it be. But then Rune, you sexy mother trucker. He's walking down the steps in the Crystal Palace, and as he's walking down the steps, he's looking at the walls, and he's like, whoa, the stones of the Crystal Palace are getting dark, almost as if the life was sucked out of them. Whoa. Every time I see something crystal or glowing or full of magic, what the hell's wrong with me? Every time I see something that's like crystally, I'm gonna think it's full of magic. So let's just try that out. Crystal Palace, full of magic. Core, full of magic. The little crystal Rodulus uses to hold Hunt's lightning, full of magic. The well under Vesperus's tomb, crystal and full of magic. We could extend this to Asteri, full of magic and light. Also, the gates are full of magic and they're crystally. So these are all crystal things-ish. I'm including, okay, the question became, is there a point when something crystally is full of or overflowing or has enough magic or energy? Does it become something that is drained, dark, lacking, needing energy? So my question is this like Is this like molecular diffusion? Okay, does magic go from a high concentration to a low concentration? And it has to be the right concoction, maybe the right things touching it. I'm not exactly sure, but let's think of these things, okay? The cauldron, made of the blackest iron. Black ironstone is the thing. When Feyre touches the cauldron, she can't let go of it. It's sucking her life out of her. It's devouring the shit out of her. It's taking from her. Is it not? I'm just gonna say it's taking from her. The black obsidian stone walls takes from the Eye of Elena. Ramiel maybe takes from the Illyrians, depending on the purpose. See, this is where we get a little bit tricky. Depending on the purpose, they can be suckers or givers. And again, this is kind of where I figured maybe it's depending on who's utilizing them. I don't know. But what I'm getting at is, are you seeing what I'm seeing about the crystals and the dark? And one is full of magic and one is not, and one's taking and one's giving. So then this adds to the idea, is something that is full of light, full of energy, this light being. We're not talking good and bad, we're talking literal light. And then once that energy dissipates or goes away or dies down, does it become dark, i.e. Valg? Okay, so does this change over time? What do you think? Maybe? Okay, this goes into other things, but also Vesperus says that she was left starving, that they knew this would occur, that she would be left starving. Because the Valg are basically like dead things. And for so long I thought they were from hell, because I'm like, they're literally dead. But is it just that they don't die? They just don't die. They just starve and starve and starve and starve and starve of light. People have talked about this. I'm not the first one who proposed this idea. Basically that they are what they eat type of thing. If they're eating starlight, they're these magical star beings. If they're unable to consume that, maybe the consumption of pain is making them these dark things. Are we? What do you think? Either way, whatever Vesperus's Asteri, whatever the Daglin fall into, my next video is, I'm going to tell you what I think happened when the Daglin arrived. And I can't wait to share with you because I'm really excited. This is getting into stuff that I've been working on, like I said, for a really long time. I'm going to be making them as fast as I can. I'm excited to share them with you. Remember, theories are just fun. At any point, I could come on here and be like, fuck what I said yesterday. So I love you, bye.